Hello, everyone. The focus of this lesson is on identifying similes, metaphors, and imagery, and looking at how they create a setting. So let's look at this first one. Everybody in our family has different hair. My papa's hair is like a broom, all up in the air. And me, my hair is lazy. It never obeys barrettes or bands. Carlos's hair is thick and straight. He doesn't need to comb it. Nenny's hair is slippery, slides out of your hand. And Kiki, who is the youngest, has hair like fur. So something I'm just noticing right here is she's describing her family, first off. And I feel like the people around you are part of your setting. Second, I noticed that she's using a lot of similes, and then third, I do notice a metaphor because your hair really can't be lazy. Like, how is your hair lazy? So I feel like that's a comparison. So my hair is lazy. You could say that's a metaphor. Technically, it's probably personification now that I think about it. But yeah, it's personification, not a metaphor. But still, I love how descriptive it is. It's very visual, but she also has a touch slippery. But my mother's hair, like little rosettes, like little candy circles, all curly and pretty because she pinned it in pin curls all day. Sweet to put your nose into when she is holding you and you feel safe, is the warm smell of bread before you bake it. Is the warm smell when she makes room for you on her side of the bed, still warm with her skin, and you sleep near her, the rain outside falling and Papa snoring, the rain, and Mama's hair that smells like bread. Such a beautiful paragraph. I love all the little similes, like little rosettes, like little candy circles. And then notice the smells, the warm smell of bread. Notice the touch, warm. The sounds, the rain is falling, Papa is snoring. Beautiful example of imagery. And more important, it's a beautiful example of a setting, the setting of the bed and how the bed is comfortable, how her mother seems to represent comfort and beauty to her. And so in this way, the author has described her mother's hair, and then she's also emphasized how she feels about her mother in this setting, and she's emphasized her feelings about that. And so that's really important in the way she's described the setting. You know how she feels about her mother. Okay, we're going to look at this next one as well. It's called Four Skinny Trees. They are the only ones who understand me. I am the only one who understands them. Four skinny trees with skinny necks and pointy elbows like mine. Four who do not belong here, but are here. Four raggedy excuses planted by the city. From our room we can hear them, but Nenny just sleeps and doesn't appreciate these things. So it's like she's looking out the window and she sees these four skinny trees. And the reason why we're looking at this one is it's filled with metaphors. Skinny trees don't really have skinny necks and pointy elbows, but she makes that into a metaphor to compare them to her. And so if she's comparing these four trees to her and then she calls them four raggedy excuses planted by the city, like what is she saying about herself? Their strength is secret. They send ferocious roots beneath the ground. They grow up and they grow down and grab the earth between their hairy toes and bite the sky with violent teeth and never quit their anger. This is how they keep. So really vivid verbs to describe these skinny trees, but really she's just describing trees that stand outside her apartment and grow there. So it's part of the setting. Let one forget his reason for being. They'd all droop like tulips in a glass, each with their arms around the other. Keep, keep, trees say when I sleep. They teach. When I am too sad and too skinny to keep keeping, when I am a tiny thing against so many bricks, then it is I look at trees. When there is nothing left to look at on the street. Four who grew despite concrete. Four who reach and do not forget to reach. Four whose only reason is to be and be. So this is a little bit different than hairs. This one, she uses the four skinny trees in the setting as kind of a metaphor for herself. Like she compares them to herself and she draws lessons from them. But it's still really descriptive. She still has lots of imagery. This is a higher level of writing, you could say, because she uses the setting as like a symbol for herself. But both really good examples of how imagery can establish setting and establish feelings. So awesome. Now you're going to go to back to the Welt that we read in the last module, and you're going to look at how the setting in the Welt, how the Welt establishes setting with similes and metaphors. And you'll do basically what I just did here.